So a while back, I went on my Facebook because I was bored and didn't have any ideas, and I asked people. I asked them things that I could write about, and in the end, I only got through about 2 of them. So I thought this evening that I would rectify this situation. Rectify. What a lovely word that is. So I thought this evening that I would fix that situation by talking about them. Hopefully non-stop. Because stopping isn't funny. So, the first subject that I didn't get to, that I can talk about without possibly providing a little too much stalker information. Not that I don't trust you all, of course. So, the first item that I didn't get to was write about everything that has and will be mentioned in this thread, including this. Well, that's not very efficient to do first. The second item was write about potato ketchup and mashed tomatoes. You know, I do a lot of cooking, and when I cook, by golly, I get creative. And one of the least creative things that I came up with was mashed tomatoes. Because I was hungry for a potato-based dish, being in Idaho as I currently am, and thought to myself, well, what can I do? And I thought mashed potatoes, because it's a hearty, it's a good, it's a delicious potato-based dish, much like these French fries. But I discovered, much to my dismay, that this household where I reside did not have any potatoes in it. And so I thought of the next best thing. It may not be a root vegetable. It may not be a starch. But it is, or was, but it was the only thing I had in the house. So, bam, right there. Mashed tomatoes. It was disgusting. I really don't know what I was thinking. But then, I did. Suddenly. All of the sudden. All sudden lack up in this bitch. Then I figured it out. Mashed tomatoes. What is mashed tomatoes? And I thought to myself, ketchup. In a mostly destroyed container. Ketchup is mashed tomatoes. And so I just went out and bought some of that instead. It didn't make a very good dinner. Oddly enough. So the next week I tried something else out. I went over to the store and I bought some potatoes. But, naturally, that night, suddenly my potato mood was gone. Like a bird. Like a bird. Like a bird. It was gone. And I wanted tomatoes instead. But I didn't have any. And I had used all the ketchup So I mashed up the tomatoes, so I mashed up the potatoes, I closed my eyes, and I believed that they were tomatoes. And it was almost like they really were. Almost. But they really weren't. They were still potatoes. And it just wasn't... You know, some things just aren't a substitute for others. You can't always get what you want. But if you try, sometimes you just might find that you get